What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEV the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my final Eagles prediction video of the season, and I think pretty much the final video of 2016 for this channel. This year has definitely been an interesting one. Started off, like I said, just doing wrestling videos. That wasn't really getting me nowhere, and then I transferred over to doing Eagles prediction videos and Eagles football videos, and that's really what's got me over the top. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for all that you've done, all the support and love that you've given me. So thank you. And again, let's take all of this progress that we've made together and bring it all into the new year, okay? So, and how appropriate is it that the last video of the season, that the last video of the channel for this year is the Eagles and the Cowboys? It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, normally I do these videos on Wednesday, but because I'm having surgery tomorrow for my eye, I have to do it today. So, yeah, Eagles and Cowboys. Oh, man. I was watching the game yesterday, flipping back and forth between Monday Night Raw and the game, and it's just, for a minute there, I thought Detroit might be able to pull it off. I mean, they had the lead 21-14. I'm thinking, okay, the defense was handling Dak pretty well, and I was like, okay, all right, maybe they got a shot to win the game, you know? And then they just came out in the second half and just totally dominated the Lions. It was like, wow. Like, I can't believe we lost to the Lions. Like, that's how sad it was. Because they completely shut them down. I mean, that team, man, that team is scary good. And you know what? I was texting Addy yesterday, and I said, bro, the Cowboys, they're looking pretty scary. And every time I see them, bro, they look like they're getting a step closer to maybe doing it all. And he's like, you're pathetic. He's like, you need to calm down because they're not going to do it. And I'm thinking, bro, you need to open your eyes. That's what I'm told him. That's what I'm telling Addy. I said, you need to open your eyes. Do you see what the Cowboys are doing? Do you see who they're beating and how they're beating them? And I'm saying they are decimating teams, man. And it looks like they feel that good. I don't want to admit it, but they feel and look that good. And I'm thinking, I don't know if anybody can stop them. He's like, bro, there's the Falcons, which they have not faced the Falcons this year. There's Seattle, which they didn't face Seattle, but then again, Seattle's kind of banged up, and you know, I don't know if they gonna get it done. And then there's New York, which it'd be really tough for them to beat New York again. For New York to beat them again, beating 3 teams in a row, that's pretty hard. But then again, to say the same thing about them beating Washington for the 3rd time, I don't know if Washington got into the playoffs. And then there's well, I said Washington, and then obviously there's the Patriots, but at that point they'd be in the Super Bowl, and I don't want the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and so it's like all these complications. It's just like, again, like I said, how are the Eagles supposed to compete with all these good teams in the NFC? Like, it's just not fair. The NFC really is the equivalent, or rather, the Western Conference of the NBA is equivalent to the NFL NFC, because there are just a lot of great teams in this conference. It's like, wow. It's like, man, I feel so bad for Carson Wentz, bro. It's like, I want this man to succeed. I want him to bring us to the promised land. But there are so many good teams. But then again, I look back at that game against the Eagles, against us, and it's just like, they didn't dominate us. They didn't beat us right from the opening gate. You know, we had that game in hand, and we very well could have won that game if Doug Peterson's stupid play calling hadn't ruined the game for us. You know? It's just... So, you know, Lane Johnson's coming. Lane Johnson will be there for the game. So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll have that extra protection on that right side for Carson. You know, obviously, with all the rumors of Deshaun Jackson coming back and, you know, us getting a running game. And I think the offensive line will be fine. I really do. Although Jason Kelsey and Jason Peters, bro, they need to get it together, bro, or they're out of here. But but I hope and pray that the Eagles can close the year out with a win and we end up 7-9. I do, because that I mean, to stop the Cowboys' momentum going into their bye week would be lovely. They're going into their bye week with a loss, and then they're going, bro, if a team like the Eagles could beat us. But then I bet you all the excuses of, oh, they weren't really trying, but that's not Dak, that's not Zeke, you know. They didn't give up, they just weren't trying, and you know, it's all this and that and this. I'd really love to put a loss on their column. They end up 13-3. With them ending up 13-3, any given Sunday, any team can lose. Obviously, we see that with the Browns winning against the Chargers, but or the Titans being as good as they are this year, and the Dolphins and a lot of other surprising teams like the Buccaneers, them being as good as they are. I think that I see. I'm kind of rambling on here at this point, but I just see. I just wanted to compete, bro. I really do. Yesterday was the 56th year, official 56, year 56 since we last won our championship. 1960, December 26th was when we last won a championship, when we beat the Green Bay Packers 17-13 in the playoffs to win a championship. 56 years. That's how long it's been. We make fun of the Cowboys because like, oh, y'all haven't won anything in 20 years. But we haven't won anything in 56 years. 56. That's like mind-boggling. I'm like, bro, it's been 56. I don't want to wait 108 years. I don't want to wait 5 years. I don't want to wait 6 or 10 years. I want a championship next year. I want a championship right now. The thing is, though, what people seem to realize is this was a rebuilding year for us, you know? This wasn't the year of let's go after a championship. This was a rebuilding year. And I hate to use that word, and I hate to say it, but it's true. This was a rebuilding year. The Cowboys' plan obviously was to win the Super Bowl this year, but that was obviously with Tony Romo. Then Tony Romo went down, and then they had Dak, and now, oh my God, they're going to go and they're going to do it, you know? If Tony Romo was playing, I think they would be 12-4 this year, maybe even 11-5. I don't think they'd be. I don't think that they would be 13-2 right now. I really don't. But I think that I think the Eagles can get it done. For the past 2 games, they've showed heart. They've showed heart. They fought hard, and they finally won a close game. Now, again, to me, it would be perfect season ending for us. Beat the Cowboys, stop their momentum, make them regroup for everything before they go into their bye week, examine all the teams and everything like that, and go, okay, I know what we have to work with. We know who we're going up against. Let's do it. Because at the end of the day, as great as they look, as much disrespect I'm giving them, they're not winning. They will not win. I refuse. And will I watch the Super Bowl if they're in it? I mean, yeah, I'll watch it. And then obviously I'm going, come on, Tom. You can do it, 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 Tom. That's I'm going to be on my hands and knees praying that Tom Brady does it. I mean, I'd rather see him get his 5th Super Bowl ring than watch the Cowboys win their 6th and watch Dak get his 1st. So with that, but then again, I wouldn't blame if I wouldn't be shocked if the Cowboys won, but not because that they're good, because they are good, but because we know that Roger Goodell doesn't want Tom Brady to win that trophy. But I want to see him do it. I want to see him stick it to Roger Goodell and get that trophy and be like, ha, you suspended me, and guess what? I still became the Super Bowl champion. What now? What now? Although me personally, this year, I want to see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers take on the Patriots. I think that'd be a great Super Bowl, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. They've been doing it 5 weeks straight. I think they're going to win the division next week, and We'll see. Maybe it comes true. They did it before in 2010. Who's to say they can't do it again now? With that being said, that has pretty much been the video for today. I think the Eagles, as long as they try hard, as long as they fight hard, I believe they can beat the Cowboys. I believe they can get the job done. If you want to score, I'm going to go exactly what it was last time. I'm going to go 29, maybe 31 to 23. I think that the Eagles' hatred for the Cowboys will fuel them, just like if their hatred for the New York last week fueled them to not clinch the playoffs on their field. The difference between them and this is Dallas. And I know Dallas has owned us in Philly for like the last couple of years or whatever like that, but this is a different team, baby. And if Doug Peterson had to cost us the game in week 8, we would have beaten them. And then the season would be different because they're like, oh, now the Eagles are in first place. They got New York. Easily could have beat New York. Easily could have beaten Atlanta. And then who knows? Maybe the situation might be changed. Maybe we could be in the playoffs right now. I don't know. Like I said, the opportunity, I know this we're building it, but I said if we had the opportunity to get in the playoffs, why not go for it, you know? Obviously, our plan was different from the Cowboys' plan, so, but again, so that's pretty much been the video for today. Yeah, I think we'll win 26-23, somewhere around that margin. But like I said, as long as they fight hard and like they've been doing the past couple of weeks and don't be a pushover, I'm completely fine. Zeke ain't getting 100 yards. Dak isn't throwing over 300 yards. There's going to be at least one turnover, one interception from the Cowboys. I think Jordan Hicks he's like the Cowboy Slayer. He's like he loves picking them off. Like he loves catching some interceptions, bro. And yeah, let's just get this last one of the season, bro. And send the Eagles fans home happy. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can do. That's all we can hope to see. And then we can say not only does Carson Wentz have a win over the Giants, which Dak Prescott doesn't have, but then we can say he has a win over the unbeatable Cowboys, which I would love going into the offseason. So with that being said, again, thank you for all the love and support that you guys have given me throughout 2016. Let's continue on with 2017. And don't forget, if I'm good to go, obviously Sunday I'll do the the review, which will be obviously January 1st. And then that Tuesday will be the first Monday Night Raw review if I'm good to go. It'll be the first Monday Night Raw review in a long time. And we will be on our road to WrestleMania. And I can't wait. Hopefully, again, WrestleMania is in Orlando this year. I'm trying to go, you know, so I'll let you know what's going on that way. But until next time, I will see you guys in 2017. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. And as always, fly, Eagles fly.